Top 5 quarterbacks command this. Steve, Phil, Dev, tune in right now. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's crack-a-lack? And thanks for tuning in to tonight's episode of Command This. Hey, like Dev said, we're going to talk about the top 5 2022 NFL quarterbacks heading into this year. Not last year, not of all time. We're talking about 2022. So I think there'll be some good discussions on this list, fellas. I mean, I'm interested to see who you guys have, who you got. And like we always do, you know, this is pretty self-explanatory. I think it's going to be some contentious points. I know how these guys are. I know their, I guess for lack of a better term, their passion when it comes to some of these players, particularly Dev. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off. But first, you know how we do. Starting with you, Phil. How many do you think in this top 5 will we have in similarities?
I want to say 3.
3. Okay.
I think that the elites are the elites. So it's going to be, I think that if we have any disagreements, it's going to be because, someone throws a random curveball in there. But I think we'll get 3.
Taylor Heineke.
Dev, how many similarities do you think we'll have between the 3 of us and our 5 quarterbacks?
4.
4.
I think 4.
Man. I'm gonna say. You know what? I was gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3. My gut wants to say 4, but I'm gonna go 3 against my better judgment. All right. Who wants to go first? Let's start it off. Someone volunteer.
I'll go first.
You go first. All right. Who you got in your number 5 slot for your top 5 quarterbacks of the NFL in 2022, Dev?
If you're asking me who I pick at number 5 for this year only, I'm not saying all the way to 2030 and shit. For this year, if I had to play one season with quarterback, number 5, Tom Brady, bro.
Tom Brady. Okay.
I know he's 100 years old, but if I have to go one season with any quarterback right now, Tom Brady's the guy, bro.
That's fair.
That's for sure pussy. That's what Tom Brady is.
I mean,
never pass up.
He's going to be in the top 5 no matter what. I think it's a fair assumption, right? He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Phil, who you got at 5?
Dev stole my thunder. Tom Brady is my number 5 as well.
That's one.
Man.
That's one.
TB12. That is one.
That's the one I was most thinking wouldn't be. So I'm going to say all 5 of us are going to have – somebody's going to have the same 5, maybe not in order.
Yeah, that's true. Man, you guys were spot on. Okay, well, my number 5 is not Tom Brady. I'll put it like that. My number 5 is Mr. Justin Herbert from the LA Chargers.
I assumed you and him were going to pick Justin Herbert at 5.
Yeah, I eventually I think he might be number 1 on this list. Ask me a year or 2 from now.
You got to go to the playoffs, man. That's some bullshit.
It's second year, man. It's going to be tough. And then you're playing in that division with Mahomes and
all these other quarterbacks I named. All these quarterbacks I named were in the playoffs and had playoff wins in their second year, dog. So,
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Well, let's snake it back. I guess I'll go with my number 4, Aaron Rodgers. Sitting at number 4 for me. He was on a roll. He has all the contract situation stuff. I still think he's got that killer mentality. He's someone who always gives you a chance. Every time, minute left on the clock. Nope, too much time for Aaron Rodgers. He's done it to us in Washington a ton of times, and he just got that killer mentality. And he doesn't have Devonta Adams this year, so we'll see what does he do with what he has on this team going into 2022. So
gonna be interesting. But also, Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, is one of those guys that if you were to strip all the accolades off of everyone and you just say, hey man, if you could just have an outside like if you're picking your team outside and they had all the quarterbacks lined up and you saw them throw, pass, and run and you didn't know their names, Aaron Rodgers will be number one every time.
Yeah,
Like
ability wise.
I've never seen a guy with that much ability and physical skills play the quarterback position. As far as a physical tools said, I would say Aaron Rodgers is probably
Hey, while we're at
the
it, let's
leader
play a
of
game within the game. Let's name these colleges where they're from. Where did Tom Brady go to college?
Michigan,
Michigan,
Where did Justin Herbert go to college?
Oregon,
Oregon,
Where did Aaron Rodgers go to college?
Cal.
Cal.
Okay, good job, fellas. You didn't let me down. Didn't let me down. Okay, yeah, Aaron Rodgers number 4. You said it, Dev. You said it perfect. Phil, who's your number 4?
Number 4 is a guy who's finally had the opportunity to showcase himself outside of the 4th game at 1:00 on a Sunday, running for his life. Matthew Stafford.
Ooh, that's gonna ruffle some feathers with Dev.
There's no fucking way.
I love
no
Matthew
fucking
Stafford.
way.
I love Matthew Stafford.
First of all, you know how many
out of
fantasy
all the
leagues-
quarterbacks, on this
first-
list so far, he's the worst.
First of all, you know
Hold
how
up.
many fantasy leagues I've won because I had Matt Stafford, my quarterback,
Man,
in Detroit.
if anyone else had played, if Matthew Stafford had played like he played in the playoffs this year with anyone else, they would not be Super Bowl champs, bro. No one can throw 7 picks in the playoffs and still win a Super Bowl unless you got the Justice League on the defense like the fucking Rams had. You know, like you realize honestly, the San Francisco was one dropped interception away from Goff being better, having a better year with the Rams than he did. What if that had happened, bro?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
what if Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't break his hip? It's hard to say.
I don't know, man. He didn't
Stafford's
play well.
got a ring.
He didn't play
If
good
Ryan
enough.
Fitzpatrick doesn't break his hip, he's not doing Thursday night football this year.
All I'm saying is Goff went to the Lions, and Lions got a better record this year with Goff than they did with Stafford.
By the way, did y'all catch that news? Ryan Fitzpatrick will be the color analyst.
I did not.
For Amazon's
Good
Thursday
for him.
night football broadcast.
Hope he does well. Good for him.
I hope so too. He seems like the type of guy who would be very interesting to listen to.
I wonder where he's living at. Is he still up in Buffalo? Like,
yeah, he moved to Buffalo.
He's like nested in Buffalo,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with that much facial hair, you gotta stay where it's cold.
You do.
Where it's hot, that thing starts to itch.
You do.
Probably cut that shit off.
No,
well, he might for TV. Who knows? I think he'll be a good TV personality.
I thought he did. I thought he cut it off.
I don't know. I haven't seen him since they carted him off the field.
I no, we saw him in Buffalo at one of the Sabres game.
He did something.
The hockey game. Well, no, not the hockey game. Was it the Bills game with no shirt on? Right?
Yeah.
It was like 5 degrees outside. He's out there with no shirt in the stands. He's just I like him. He's a good dude.
You forget sometimes that dude has a freaking Ivy League degree.
He does. Was he Yale?
No,
Harvard.
He was Princeton.
I can't. Yeah, we failed on that one. He's not on the list. It doesn't matter.
Harvard or something.
Harvard. He's one of those. He's an Ivy League grad.
I think he's a Harvard guy, but I could be wrong.
He's one of the few. I actually did a Wonderlic test. He's one of the few people that beat me. Yeah. I was just like, damn it.
Dev, who you got for number 4?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, good pick.
Number 4, big, strong, mobile guy. I think that his stats are a little inflated because he has had 2 All-Pro receivers and Sammy Watkins, and a couple of times. So we'll see this year. I don't think Beasley's back, but they do have Jamison Crowder. So
former Washington Redskin,
familiar face. So I think he'll still have his. He's my sleeper for MVP of the year, and I think the league wants that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Josh Allen at 4. You have an argument he could probably be higher on the list, but I'm going.
Right. He's got that body like a young Ben Roethlisberger, a Cam Newton, hard to bring down. Not super fast on his feet, but he can run. So you're right, and he's great. He'll be great for fantasy too. I think that's a good point. All right, Dad, we'll go back to you for number 3. Snake it, Trace.
I'm going with Lamar Jackson at number 3, man.
Good pick.
Hey, MVP of the year, rookie of the year, came in the same year as Allen. So, did he? The same year he came in with Allen, right?
No.
He he came
in the same year as Allen, man.
Yeah, because I want to say Buffalo got him.
Allen was picked high.
Yeah, and Lamar, they got
And
Lamar at like 32. They
right,
jumped
they were
right back
out of
into
they were
fourth.
out of the playoffs. Lamar came in and won out, get him in the playoffs his rookie year, and got rookie of the year over Allen. Second year, he wins a playoff game and wins MVP of the year and the youngest MVP ever in the history of the league. Next year, he gets a runner up for MVP of the year, and then the next year he hurts himself. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going Lamar Jackson because he's a known one man band
Do you
with
think
no
he's
help.
better than Josh Allen in
With
2022?
no help, bro. Yes, he's one more. If you put no one in the league has more wins than Lamar Jackson since Lamar Jackson's been in the league, dog. No one in the NFL has more touchdown passes. Oh, he's in the top 3 in touchdown passes, but no one since Lamar has been playing the league has more red zone completions than Lamar. And y'all keep saying that he's a not passing first quarterback, but he's had just as many 300 plus yard passing games as anyone else. So I'm going with Lamar Jackson, bro. Until you win, until you win a playoff game or go to the playoffs, Lamar Jackson gonna be better than you, bro.
The
And
problem,
I don't think Herbert's going to playoffs this year either.
well,
I think the
that
Chargers gonna
AFC West is just going to be
they
a
might win
gauntlet.
10, 12 games, not make it, bro.
Right? Yeah,
But
it's going to be that
he's
tough.
still going to show up on his record as him not making the playoffs.
The problem with the Ravens, one, Lamar Jackson hasn't been signed. He's going into his 5th year,
which is
it's
why
funny.
I think he might show his ass, bro.
And you know the Bills did the Bills give Josh Allen his big contract yet?
They were saying that Lamar Jackson was an MVP candidate before he even got hurt. You realize they were 3 games up on Cincinnati with like 6 games left, and they lost all of them but one because Lamar Jackson didn't play. Like that,
I mean,
there was a chance that Cincinnati may not have made the playoffs, or the Pittsburgh wouldn't have made it. One of them wouldn't even want to make it. And if Cincinnati did make it, their first round, they would have had to play Buffalo or the Chiefs instead of them having to play each other. So that a lot of dominoes fell because Lamar didn't play. And Lamar, like I said, was an MVP candidate when he went down. That dude I was going to end up having over 3,000 yards passing of 1,000 yards rushing. That was getting ready to happen.
Yeah, but he had a ton of interceptions too.
He did, but he only got those interceptions in 2 games. Out of all them games, most of them came in like 2 or 3 games.
He had a game against Cleveland where he had 1 touchdown, 4 picks. He
right,
had a game
4
against
picks
Minnesota,
and 1.
3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Right.
He had a Chargers game, 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Right, and that's where most of his picks came.
Yeah.
But once again, one-man team. I'm telling y'all right now, if you put Josh Allen on the Ravens, they don't make the playoffs, bro.
Well, no, because
you put Lamar Jackson. You put Lamar
the next
Jackson
point I was going to is that the
Bills.
Ravens still haven't helped Lamar Jackson even coming into this year.
Exactly.
Like they did, they still got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, who are good running backs. But for receiver purposes, Rashad Bateman,
Rashad Bateman didn't play with Lamar last year.
Duvernay, James Proche III, Tylan Wallace, and Jalen Moore. They are not. What else besides Mark Andrews? They haven't gone out and got him like weapons.
Go
I don't know
sign
what the deal
Julio
is.
Jones, man. Go sign Julio. But I'm wondering, like Bateman didn't play with Lamar at all. They didn't play together at all. Bateman became healthy when Lamar went out. He was set out at the beginning of the year. So I'm wondering, receivers that don't have off seasons, there's a laundry list of stats to show that's a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? So now he has an offseason. I want to see what he does, man. Lamar's showing up to offseason workouts in full participant even without that contract, unlike some people.
Now, he had 5 games with Bateman, November 7th to December.
He didn't play. Bateman didn't play, did he?
He did.
Oh, I thought he didn't play. I thought he played. I thought he was hurt.
Even January 2nd, he had a game, 7 receptions, 58 yards, but he only had 1 game where he did anything last year versus Cleveland. 7 receptions, 103 yards.
Who threw that game?
Lamar.
Oh, I didn't think he played it.
Lamar only missed 2 games last year, believe it or not.
I think he missed more than
it feels like he missed 7.
I'm sorry. He missed 7. He missed
the second half of the year.
I just threw that number out there too.
No, the year prior. The year prior, people were saying he only missed like 2 games.
On top, and he still got. On top of that, though, he missed 7 games. But on top of that, he missed like 2 or 3 for COVID.
Yeah, and then they shut him down in early December.
Right, and he missed 2 or 3 for COVID before he was out with the injury, though.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. That motherfucker still was going to have 3,001,000. So say what you want to say. Everybody, he don't pass 4,000 yards. 4,000 yards. I don't give a fuck how you get them, bro.
Well, I mean, that's that's not how the offense is designed. His offense is designed around being dynamic. He's not designed to play to that team is not built for him to throw for
If
5,000
Lamar
yards.
Jackson was on the Bills
If
would
he's
have a
throwing
Super
for
Bowl.
5,000 yards, it's because you're down.
He wouldn't throw for 5,000 yards on the Bills either, I don't think. That's just not his game.
If Lamar was on the Bills have a Super Bowl, bro. Say what you want to say. If Lamar was on the Bills for his first 3 years, or however long he's been in the league, this is his 4th year. If he was on the Bills for 3 years, they would have a Super Bowl by now. They definitely have more than one playoff win. So you can say what you want to say about fucking Josh Allen. I love him. Josh Allen's nice, man.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen might be the best quarterback in the league when it's all said and done.
It's hard though because
talent-wise, it's Allen. Throwing is Allen, but
comparing those two, I mean, they're completely separate, different quarterbacks.
I look at it like this too, man. If I was to list 5 best football players in the league, Lamar Jackson would probably be in there because you can put. I think if Lamar Jackson play any position, any skill position in the league, he would eventually be the best on his team at it. Like if they put him at running back, eventually probably be the best running back. If they put him at receiver, he'd probably be.
Didn't somebody say he was the best running back in the draft when they drafted him?
Bill Polian.
Well, he got an MVP at quarterback, Bill Polian. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on. Phil, who do you got in your number 3 spot for quarterbacks?
My number 3 spot is Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Okay.
Josh Allen. That's 2.
That's 2.
Look, if you watched that game between him and Mahomes in the playoffs last year, you saw a guy who people thought was going to be a star become a star. Look, in the end, Mahomes got him. Mahomes is the veteran between the two of them, and that is that. But you can't deny that he was coming up clutch and he was going throw for throw, shot for shot, punch for punch with Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah. I'm going to put Josh Allen number 3. I think he's going to take a big leap forward this year. He's poised to do so. I think that my problem with Josh Allen is that occasionally he's shown his flights of inconsistency still, but we saw that so much less over the course of 2021 that I think that only stands to continue to improve in 2022.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good comparison. Good justification for Allen.
No Cole Beasley.
Coming around to me, I'm going Brady at number 3. That's my number 3 guy. Still fear him. Still putting up numbers.
I don't fear Brady. I don't fear somebody who has troubles with Taylor Heineke. And he's had trouble twice.
Well, I don't know if it's troubles with Taylor Heineke as opposed to more so troubles against our defense compared to their defense. But yes,
Daniel Jones ain't got no problem with our defense.
No, he doesn't. 76 yards rushing on the ground guaranteed every game. All right, kicking it back for number 2. I got Josh Allen at number 2. So that is now 3.
Dev's
Brady,
getting a little hot right now.
That's
3.
It's easily going to be 4. It's easily.
I agree. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Phil.
I'm about to make number 4. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron's 4. 4 in the shoot.
He's my number 2 also. So. And all of us going to have Mahomes number 1, bro. Like, it's like we mustn't even do it. Everyone has Mahomes, unless somebody's a fucking retard. I know you're not supposed to say that. You got to be a fucking retard. If no one has Mahomes in their top 5, I don't want to be on the pod with him, bro.
Hey, leave us a comment in the chat. Let us know where your top 5 quarterbacks are. Do they match up?
And let us know if Dev should call you a fucking retard.
Sorry, I said
okay,
retard.
I don't even ask you guys, but am I wrong? Are we all with Mahomes?
Yeah.
Mahomes.
I about said 5 too, man. I about said 5. I knew.
Man, that's that. So Mahomes, Rodgers, Allen, Brady, Rodgers. That's crazy. Okay. Well, since we got a few more minutes, let's go ahead and mention some honorable mentions who didn't make your list. Dad, you got any honorable mentions you want to throw out there? Like people who are on the cusp, not in any particular order, but who was pretty close to being.
Herbert was almost on my list. He didn't make it, but man, Russ maybe.
As much as you talk shit
As
about
much as
Russ,
as much as
damn.
you take dumps on Russ.
Dude,
Yeah.
I ain't said I'd pick him. I'm just surprised somebody else didn't. Hell, fuck
Okay.
Russ, man. Nah, I like Russ. Russ is cool.
Phil,
I don't hate on Russ.
Phil, what do you got
Square
for
ass
your
Russ.
My honorable mentions. I had Justin Herbert. Lamar Jackson was in my honorable mentions. And Joe Burrow. I actually kind of considered him for a little bit.
fair.
Tossed that one around.
How can a league MVP guy who's younger than everyone on this list, by the way, Lamar Jackson, younger than everyone on this list, not make y'all's list? That's crazy. Matthew 0-3 till he joined the Justice League in the playoffs.
So
the guy had a worse year in the playoffs than Goff did, by the way.
First of all, 0-3 until he joined Justice League. Now, aren't you the same one who defends Kevin Durant to Rod?
I mean, I ain't saying Matthew Stafford's trash. Kevin Durant was great before he went there, though. Matthew Stafford accomplished nothing. Kevin Durant had Golden State down 4-3-0, and they choked it away. But he's gotten to the championship and lost. What has Matt Stafford ever done, bro?
Because he was on the freaking Lions.
Franchise
that's like asking, what has anyone ever done?
Man, the Lions are the only franchise in the league that get bailed out by saying they had a franchise quarterback and they suck. Like, we suck because we ain't got a franchise quarterback. Every other team sucks because they ain't got a franchise quarterback.
Terribly run
but the
team,
Lions
man.
have a franchise. Everybody's like, oh, he's a great quarterback. A top 5 quarterback will wheel you to the playoffs at least. Lamar Jackson wheels Baltimore to the playoffs at least.
Yeah, but they always also have a top 5 defense too. Like, that matters. Detroit's probably been. I could probably look it up. Detroit. So I can guarantee Detroit's
you think Matt Stafford would lead the Ravens to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck no, man. No way, man.
I think so.
No way. He's had 12 years to make it one time.
Well, no. I think
hold on.
They don't have any receivers, so that team's not. He's not built like that. So maybe not.
I don't want to hear it.
Lamar can carry that team on his shoulders with his feet, with his arm. He's just an arm. He's a great quarterback, throwing quarterback at that. And he needs people. He needs good receivers. And
I think we occasionally forget that, one of the key aspects of the quarterback position is the ability to throw the ball. Matt Stafford is really, really good at throwing the ball. I know because the new trend is for your mobile quarterback that you have designed runs for and everything. But in the end, you still have to be able to throw the ball. And that's the most important aspect of the position.
Throwing the ball has gotten Matthew Stafford exactly no playoff
Matthew
wins.
Stafford throws the ball better than Lamar Jackson.
Throwing the ball better than Lamar Jackson has got him exactly no playoff wins till he joined the Justice League. That's what I'm saying.
I will tell you this. Matthew Stafford is tied for 7th all-time in comeback drives. Right behind Brett Favre.
You only have to have comeback drives when you're losing, bro.
Lamar
Jackson is the NFL leader in wins.
Hey, Peyton Manning's number 1 on this list.
Who has more wins, Lamar Jackson or Matthew Stafford?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Matthew Stafford's going to have more wins. He's been in the league a lot longer.
You would think. Look it up. Who has more wins?
It's going to have to be Matthew Stafford. He's been in the league way longer.
He's only had about 3 winning seasons, bro.
Doesn't matter. You accumulated a lot of 4 and 5 win seasons.
Man, this dude, I'm telling you, nobody's won more than Lamar since Lamar's got in the league. Y'all talking about
Matthew Stafford has 86 career wins.
Right. Lamar Jackson played 4 years. How many wins he got? 3 years, actually. He didn't play this year. And he didn't play till like week 10 of the first year. He didn't play 7 games this
37.
Year. Right.
37.
He almost got more than wins than him. He's played basically 2 seasons.
When has 37 ever been almost 86?
Okay, Deb, let's compare passing yards then. How about that? It ain't fair.
Let's compare total yards. Fuck that shit. In 3 years. That 3-year stretch we have more total yards and touchdowns. I bet he didn't have more touchdowns than fucking Lamar Jackson. Passing.
Also, you have to realize that Matthew Stafford doesn't get hurt either. He's had 2 seasons where he's missed games. His first year, they didn't start him until week 10. or I'm sorry, they didn't start until week 6, so he played 10 games. And then he got injured after 3 games in his third game of a second season. And then he played every game since until 2019.
If I had to tell you one of them guys going to get MVP of the entire NFL, Matthew Stafford or Lamar Jackson, who do you think will get MVP of the year?
This year?
This year. Those two guys. Yeah.
Matthew Stafford.
Ain't no way. He didn't do it last year. Wasn't even contender.
Neither did Lamar Jackson.
He was a contender as he got hurt.
Matthew Stafford was a contender too.
I don't know why you couldn't consider Matthew Stafford. I mean, he almost threw for 5,000 yards, 4,800 yards, 41 touchdowns.
You got 3 Hall of Fame receivers, man. You should throw fucking that many yards, man. He got 3 receivers that might go to Hall of Fame, bro. Like, it's impossible. You got the Infinity Stones on defense.
Who? Odell
like,
Beckham,
what are you gonna?
Robert Woods,
yeah, that's a chance. All 3 of them motherfuckers are getting the Hall of Fame. There's a chance. I'm just saying, man. Like, you two have Megatron couldn't get a playoff win, bro. Y'all tripping. Give Lamar Jackson Megatron prime. Y'all silly, man.
He had in 2011 he went 10-6, 2014 11-5, 16 and 17, 9 and 7. I don't know.
0. That's how many playoff wins he got because he have none till he joined the Rams. Whack ass.
Okay, you forget. Because I know everyone likes to think that the Commanders are the absolute worst run franchise in the history of mankind. Because we don't realize the Lions have been worse this entire time. And before that. Like they've been that organization.
The Cowboys have been
dumpster fire.
Who was the other coach that went to Philly? He let Ndamukong just step on people. Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz,
Wayne Fonts.
Wayne Fonts wasn't. Wayne Fonts is the best coach the Lions have had in the past 40 years.
Caldwell.
And that's because he had Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
And he had to run and shoot offense. And that offense.
Still didn't win no playoff games.
No, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. They should have won it. In 91, when we won it, they should have won it.
Whoa. Back up now. We stomped their ass.
I'm saying before the year started, they were supposed to win it.
No, they weren't.
I think they gave the Giants won in 90. I think
they were a
felt like we should have
team,
won that year, man.
But they won 12 games that year, which is, if you think about it, that's pretty amazing.
I feel like 1990 we should have won it,
man. My honorable mention list was Lamar Jackson at number 6, and then Burrow, Stafford. I was really wanted to put Dak in there, but I just couldn't. I mean, Dak's an honorable mention guy, but I don't think I could put him in the top 10.
Black Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he puts up numbers, man, but they don't do anything else.
Cooper called him Black Kirk Cousins, and Cooper was gone the next week.
Dak, the good quarterback though, still the best quarterback in the NFC East, though. I'll give him that.
Think so?
I think so. Who else? Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz? No,
it ain't Jalen Hurts.
It ain't Jalen Hurts for sure. It's Dak Prescott in the East.
I like Jalen Hurts, man. I got a feeling about that guy.
I like him too. I'm not as down on him as everyone else is.
Hold on. If you like Lamar Jackson without the arm talent, then I've got a quarterback for you. His name is Jalen Hurts.
I think Jalen Hurts is a kind of more of a. I don't know if he's. I don't want to say he's better of a leader than Lamar. I think he just does things. I think he's a lot more clean cut than Lamar is, man. So therefore, it's easier.
He has that traditional quarterback,
like Dak Prescott has it too.
Yeah, he does. He does.
You know
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Kind of like a, and a lot of people like a military type of deal. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. But Lamar Jackson. Let's just be honest, man. Lamar Jackson's like a real nigga out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they.
You're talking about Pierce Sweat.
Lamar looked like he would run around with a wave cap on and throw touchdowns, bro.
Let's put it this way. Let's be real. Quarterbacks always been kind of corny. Quarterbacks don't have swag. Right.
Then
when Lamar plays like he does. So Lamar doesn't play like a quarterback.
Lamar looked like a wide receiver that plays quarterback. He has the swag of a wide receiver. When he plays quarterback.
Yeah. He runs
like a running back.
Here's the thing. If he were a wide receiver, LE wouldn't like him because LE only likes diva wide receivers. which is why I see him loving Terry recently.
They are not signing Terry. We'll talk about that.
Terry is like Dak Prescott too, bro.
Well, let's recap this for the audio
podcast,
crowd. So Dev came in with Tom Brady at 5, Josh Allen at 4, Lamar Jackson at 3, Aaron Rodgers at 2, and Mahomes at 1. Phil came in with Brady at 5, just like Dev. Matt Stafford at 4, Josh Allen at 3, Aaron Rodgers at 2, and Mahomes at 1. I came in with Herbert at 5, Rodgers at 4, Brady at 3, Allen at 2, and Mahomes at 1, just like everybody else. So leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about our list. Are we crazy? Are we off? Are we right? Who has the best list? Tell us who has the worst list.
Are we
Whose
wrong?
list is the worst? Whose list is the best?
Phil's is the worst. He has Stafford on it.
I got the Super Bowl champion on it.
So, you know what's funny?
A lot of guys have won championships.
You got out in the divisional round Lamar Jackson.
It was very Kirk Cousins like, if you think about it, because people kept moving the goalposts for the flaws in Stafford. It was, okay, he'll never win a playoff game. What did he do?
Yeah, but it doesn't really count if you play at the damn Super Friends, bro.
He'll never.
He'll
never. You can say the same thing about
any starting quarterback in NFL would have won, at least gotten to the Goff did it, bro, and Goff played better than Stafford in the playoffs. That's why I don't understand.
They blame not in the regular season.
You could survey 100 people and 99 will tell you that Matthew Stafford is better than Jared Goff. I don't even think it'll be one person.
100%. But you can poll also 100 people, and 99 people wouldn't put Matt Stafford on their top 5 quarterbacks either.
That's true. That's true. He didn't make mine. He wasn't on my list.
Yeah, nobody. They got common sense's list.
If playoff success is your only barometer,
and remember, we're talking 2022. He might have found his groove. Like, he hadn't had a year like this since 2011.
All jokes aside, Matthew Stafford's a dog, man. Yeah, I think he's a good quarterback. I would love to have him here, dog. Matthew Stafford ain't top 5.
We all
Matthew Stafford would lose as many games for New Zealand win, bro.
We settled for Fitzpatrick, remember?
Right. We didn't want
to settle. Hold on. And this, by the way, this goes to speak that we do not have an organization that is not willing to put it out there. We were just shy of getting Stafford. The only reason the Rams got Stafford instead of us is because they had Jared Goff as a trade.
We had nothing.
We couldn't give the Lions a replacement.
Yeah,
that they wanted to take. I mean, who were going to give them? Taylor Heineke,
right?
So that's why we didn't get Stafford.
Otherwise, we would have had Stafford last
year and may have made playoffs.
Deron Payne should have gave him up.
Fucking could gave him McLaurin. Now look at it.
Yeah. Hey, we got John Dawson. We're good.
You want to trade McLaurin for fucking what's his face?
Who?
Quarterback for the Lions/Rams. Stafford. You wouldn't trade McLaurin for him?
10 times out of 10, I would.
I would.
Who wouldn't? Be crazy not to.
Because he's a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah.
Boom! I win.
Not top 5.
We'll see y'all later.
There's no one that thinks that.
Hey, thank you for watching. If you haven't already done so, please go like and subscribe to the show. And let us know who your top 5 quarterbacks are. We'll be hitting all the skill positions. We'll be hitting the defenders. We'll be rolling through all these. So we appreciate you watching. Thank you for all the love. And we'll catch you on the flip. Until next time, peace.